Hello everyone, welcome to today's video, and today we're going to be reviewing LEGO set 8085. This is the Freeco Speeder. This set released in 2010, I believe. It comes with 2 minifigures, and it has 177 pieces. In this review, we will go over the box, the instructions, the minifigs, and the actual overall set, and overall just my opinion on this set. Before I go into the review, I'd like to say that this, I think, is a very iconic LEGO set. It didn't really have much screen time in actual Clone Wars, but I think that this is definitely one of the cooler sets to have for Clone Wars, especially a small one in your collection. So yeah, with that, let's go on to the review. The box of the set, I think, is a super cool box. I am very lucky that I got this box. I bought this set for $19. I got the box, the manual, the instructions, the instruction manual, the minifigs, and the whole set with only one replaced piece for only $19. The lady that was selling this on eBay listed it for $25, and I kind of feel bad for haggling her down $6 because she was already kind of like undercharging. This set with the box and everything in it was like the lowest I could find was like $40. So she was listing it for $25, which is already a $15 like decrease. Plus, I went down another $6, so I kind of feel bad. But then again, I don't. Besides that, she was a super cool seller. She was super cool. When opening the package, inside of it, there was a keychain from 2007, which is awesome. It was a little Lego Imperial Guard keychain. She also gave a little note, which was super sweet, and the packaging was amazing, at least with the actual package. So yeah, with that, I'll link their page down below for eBay if you're interested. For anyone that's watching this, so yeah. With that, let's get on to the actual box cover. This box cover, like I was saying, I think it's super cool. You have the nice little snowy background, which was the setting of this episode when we saw the Freeco Speeder. The build is kind of iffy compared to it, but I kind of feel like with how 2008 was, getting the build was kind of tricky. I still think it looks decent. I'm not hating on it. I think that this is a cool set. When I saw this set, I knew I wanted it immediately. I love the Clone Wars show. I think all Clone Wars sets, even with their imperfections, I think they're beautiful. And yeah, that's the front. Obviously, you have the information right there. On the top, you have a true to size. On the side, you just have more like stuff like this. On the back, you just have, this is actually kind of interesting. In the back, you have a picture of it, but you actually have some of the other seasonal stuff, which is really cool. Because usually that's only the instructions now, but I don't know if it was different back then, but yeah. You have the different stuff right here. You still have some functionality and more just about what's happening with the set, and yeah, and you actually have a whole thing right there. So yeah, I mean, it's your very basic, it's your very generic box. I still think it's a cool one, and definitely one that I'm glad I have. So yeah, let's go on to the actual instructions. The instructions are not that big. I mean, it's not a big set, so you don't really have much. As you can see, it's not that big. I think it has like 50-something pages. Yeah, exactly like 50. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, 50. So yeah. With the set, obviously you have the instructions, all that cool jazz. You have the old cool front cover of the manual. It's not like that 3D bland generated stuff. So yeah, it's super cool. Obviously you have your way through. You have a little Darth Vader that like randomly appears, which is really weird, but I'm not hating. I think that 2004 to 2012 was prime Lego in my opinion. So yeah, overall it's generic stuff. You have all the instructions, all the steps. You just kind of got to walk through how to do it, and obviously in the end you have your piece count. So if you're missing a piece, go to Bricklink or anything like that and get them. And over here you just have more of the layout of it. This is kind of what you saw in the background, and then in the back you just have more information. You have just more stuff. Interesting. Was it 2011? Because this is a 2011 set, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, that's it. Nothing crazy, pretty basic, but overall it's pretty cool. It's just your generic instruction manual. With that, let's go on to the minifigures. The first minifigure we have is Anakin Skywalker. In the set, Anakin sports like this winter coat outfit, which I think is super cool. It kind of reminds me of the Hoth outfits that a lot of Hoth minifigures wear. This is Han Solo from the 2016 Battle of Hoth set, I believe. As you can see, there's some resemblance, especially in the hood piece. That you got that fluff around it. On this set, you have got the fluff around it just as well. I like this one more because you definitely have more detail. You can this one's like nuts. You have like different color tones that kind of really give off the look of it being like fluff. And you have just overall a super nice hood. If you take it off, you have like this little like chest piece that kind of overlaps and goes over his body, which is super nice. Yeah. Overall, a much better and more detailed hair piece compared to this one. And this one came out 10 years prior to this one. So that's super cool. Not 10 years, 6 years, my bad. That one came out 6 years prior, which is super cool. And yeah. If you take off the headpiece, like the coat piece, you are greeted with Anakin Skywalker. This is the Clone Wars style print face. The Clone Wars style for the printing. Some people don't love this printing. Some people think it's weird. I think it's fine, honestly. I love Clone Wars, and I think that they did just fine with the minifigures. The face on this is Anakin's face, but he has like his goggles and like the cloth to protect his face from the cold. Turn him around, you have just a generic Anakin face print, which is pretty normal. Yeah. That's really about it for this minifig, at least print-wise. Obviously, you have some torso printing, but that's really about it. You have no leg printing, no arm printing, no toe printing, and no like torso, not torso, but like no like waist printing, which is kind of lame. But I feel like this really cool helmet piece, not helmet piece, but this coat head piece really doesn't actually make up for it. I think this, even with the lack of printing, I think that this minifig definitely does stand out in my opinion. So yeah. Let's go to the next minifigure. The next minifigure we have is Tai Sen. In the set, this is definitely one of my favorite minifigures. I love the mold for the headpiece, which is super cool. It's like Chewbacca, where if you take off the body piece, it's just a blank like torso, head. And then, if you just put this on, this is what it looks like. Super cool, super detailed too, especially for a 2010 set. Super good model, super good mold, I meant. So yeah, this minifigure comes with a spear. Yeah, that's really about it for this minifigure. Super cool. I really like this minifigure. I think they did a really good job with this. I don't know. I think this is one of the only sets you can get this minifigure in. At least Tai Sen. Maybe a different type of alien of the same species you can get in a different set. But as of right now, I think this is the only set you can get this minifigure. So that's really cool to have. You have 2 exclusive minifigures in the set, which is, I think, super cool. And yeah, let's go on to the actual build of the set. Now, to the actual speeder. In my opinion, I think that this is a good-looking speeder. I think there are some flaws in the speeder. A couple of them, one of them I feel like isn't really Lego's fault. Yeah, we'll get into that later. First thing I like to say is that there are some sections of the set that look really sleek, mainly in the back. I think that this whole section over here is super nice looking, especially for the time. Super sleek. You have this like little cockpit piece right here, which is like, it's not clear. It's actually a white molded, which kind of gives that whole like circular look, kind of gives it its character. So yeah. If you haven't noticed, the set is mainly gray, white, and this like burgundy, like nice burgundy color. And the back, you have like the thrusters. It's just this gray piece stacked on this translucent blue piece. I think it gives it a super cool look. The hammers, I don't really know what that's about. I'll have a reference photo of the actual Freeco speeder to compare it. But yeah, I think the set is super cool, everything considered. The only thing that's kind of weird is that both of these like cockpit pieces are not the right pieces. As you can see, like, this one kind of has, like, this, like, weird ridge to it. And on the box cover, it doesn't have that. Same with the back piece right here. It has it, but in the back, it doesn't have it. And I was looking, and these both are Lego set pieces. This one has, like, the Lego stamp on it. So I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know if, like, the person I bought this off got different pieces, or maybe they just got these pieces in the set, maybe. Okay, so after I recorded that, I actually like was looking up to find pictures for this video, and when I was like looking them up, I saw that a bunch of other people, their Freeco speeder sets also had like the weird like cockpit that I did, where like it didn't look like the one in the box cover. So I was doing a bunch of more things on it, and like yeah, a lot of sets had that. So yeah, some sets actually do have the same windshield that I do. I'll show them to you guys, obviously. But some sets also have the one that was on the screen. So it's really weird. So yeah, some do have them, some don't. I wanted to add this to say that, like, yeah, that lady, the seller, did not give me, like, fake pieces or, like, replaced pieces that weren't the exact piece. So yeah, I just had to add this in to clarify. So yeah, sorry. Maybe it's fake, I don't know. But from just a quick glance, it all looks like real Lego. But yeah. Something I don't like about the set is the huge gap you have right here with the actual cockpit. As you can see, that's pretty big. I can fit my whole finger through there. But then again, I can't really complain too much. This is kind of an older set. The actual Freeco speeder is a weird looking ship, and to kind of mimic that in Lego can definitely be tricky, especially back then. They didn't have as many pieces. The technology wasn't that great. So yeah. To actually access and put Anakin in the cockpit, obviously you have to open it. You take Anakin. What I've noticed that's best to make him not have his lightsaber. Also, when you want to put him in here, you kind of have to extend him like this. What you do, you just put him like this, push him down right there on the studs, and then, if you want to, you can push his arms down like this, so they kind of match where the alignment of the actual handlebars are, and then you just push it down. Boop, boom. This is super sleek. This doesn't have that much of a gap to it, but obviously there's a lot of gap space. You can see basically his whole torso and part of his head, which is kind of lame, but I think that's the only thing that really does lack in the set. The only other play feature you could say is in here. This piece actually comes off. You can take it off, and when you take it off, you have access to this little crate. With this crate, when you open it, you see that there's some binoculars. You can actually take this whole thing out. It's a little tricky though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can put Anakin's lightsaber in there. It's advertised, not advertised, but it's shown that as you can. Look, you could put his speeder in there. I haven't checked it, but yeah. But for now, I kind of just put it. I don't really do it. I just kind of get the binoculars in here. So yeah. That's really the only two play features with the set. There is some landing gear, which is super nice. You have some really cool landing gear right here. It's like these there's like 3 ski pieces. They don't really flex that much. They kind of just sit flat. But the weight distribution is super cool. It's not super cool, but super nice. It's not tipping over by itself unless you pick it up. Yeah, obviously this one's more light heavy. This one's in the back, it's heavier. But I mean, just by itself, it's not tipping. It's sitting straight. So yeah, overall super cool. It's really simple landing gear, but definitely works. For the thrusters and just overall the back part of the set, I think it's super sleek looking. I think the back is definitely the best part of the set. You have the thrusters, which is a gray, slow piece, tile piece on this little this piece right here, translucent disc piece. You have this gray disc and the translucent blue disc on this side too. There's also there's some hammers in there too that stick into them, which is kind of weird. I'll bring up a reference photo of the actual Freeco speeder. In the front, you kind of have the same, but instead of it being a blue translucent disc, it's a gray disc and a black smaller disc. Yeah, overall, I still think it looks super cool. The white in the set and the gray and the burgundy just match really well, and the blue accents I think look super cool. Obviously, the burgundy kind of goes along with all this too. Overall, just a well-clashed color. I think all the colors really clash well together. In the set, they only come with, I think, 8 stickers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, I think only 8 stickers, which is not that bad. Especially compared to newer sets that have 20 stickers. So yeah, overall super cool. But I mean, like I was saying, that's the only really play function you have. I'm pretty sure this, I'm pretty sure that's little guns, but I could be completely wrong. But yeah. Overall, that's really all to say about the set. I think that this set is super cool. Obviously, with its flaws, there are some flaws, but even with its flaws, I think that this is a super cool set. If you can get this set for cheap, I think it's definitely a must-buy, especially for the minifigures. You get 2, I'm 99% sure there are 2 minifigures that just you can only get this set, which I think is super cool. Obviously, it's a good opportunity to get some Clone Wars sets. Clone Wars sets and minifigures. I didn't see this set go for much, even with the box. I was luckily able to get it for super cheap, like I was saying. But yeah, even if you can't find a good deal like that, you can still find this for $30 for the box, $50 with the box. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about the set. Overall, a beautiful set. I'm definitely glad I have it in my collection. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope you guys have a good day. Bye-bye.